Hi folks, we are on to the good stuff of how to choose your glasses, because today we're talking about shape. And this is where the rubber hits the road, because if you get the shape wrong, the rest of what you do with glasses is probably never going to work. If you get the shape right, you've got a lot more flexibility in terms of colour and size and things like that. So got to get the shape right, and that's important. There's a lot of subtlety to this, and I want to keep this video relatively short, so I'm just going to give you a couple of guiding principles, and then I'm going to use my own face as a worked example and talk about how I would work out what's going to work on me. So the first guiding principle is that you have to get away from this idea of choosing glasses because they look nice on the display, because it's a nice object in and of itself. Glasses are like clothes. They have to be worn, and so you have to think of glasses plus face, not just glasses on their own. So like clothes, I'm long and lean, so I need clothes that suit a frame that is long and lean. There's no point in me looking at what Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wears and saying, because it looks nice on him, that will look nice on me. And people do this with glasses all the time. They see a nice frame on a celebrity, they see a nice frame on their friend and think, oh, that's a nice frame. A nice frame will look good on them, a nice frame will look good on me. The niceness of the frame isn't what makes it work for you, it's what is going to suit your face. So you have to get away from this idea of glasses as an object and think of it as glasses plus face, always. So don't choose what looks nice on the shelf, don't choose what looks nice on other people, but think what is going to look nice for you. Forget about what other people are doing. So, lesson one. Lesson two is that glasses can actually enhance your face. Now, a lot of people think of glasses as a necessary evil. I simply need to hold these lenses in front of my eyes to see in the least offensive possible way. And in fact, I wish I didn't have to wear them at all, because I don't like them on my face. The opposite can be true of glasses. You can get glasses that will enhance your face and make you look better. And glasses are like clothes. You can use clothes to flatter your shape, to hide your wobbly bits, to draw attention to the good parts of your body and attention away from the parts you're not so keen on. And the same is true of glasses. So you can use glasses to enhance the natural features of your face, which are nice, and draw attention away from those features that are not so flattering. So here's an example of how we would do this with a pair of glasses. So here's a frame here, lovely Anna Valentine frame. This has a very low set bridge, so you can see where the nose would sit there. That is lower than the hinges at the side, and that gives a certain appearance. You can also, so the positioning of the bridge and the positioning of the hinges is one way that you can alter the way a frame looks on the face. And so we need to pick a frame that's got the right way of setting these up that's going to work for your face. You can also look at where frames are thickest and darkest. So you can see this frame is thickest and heaviest and darkest, if you like, up in the hinges, up in the corners. And so that's where your eyes are going to be naturally drawn. So the fact that the hinges are higher and the hinges are darker draws the eye away from the nose and towards the hinges. And that achieves a certain effect, which may be desirable in certain face shapes, but isn't always. This is a very different frame. So here's a frame where the bridge, where your nose would sit, is roughly in line with the hinges, and that gives a very different appearance. And the hinges actually are quite low set compared to the top of the frame, and so that does not draw attention in the same way as that other frame that I just had on. This draws the eye in a different way, and so can achieve a very different thing on the face. So there's a couple of guiding principles for you. Think about the detail of the frame, where the hinges sit, where the bridge sits, because that achieves different things on the face. And it's that subtlety that makes a frame look good or bad. It's where the hinges are positioned, it's where the bridge sits relative to the hinges, where the frame is thickest and heaviest. These kind of subtleties that will make a frame look good or bad. So here's a worked example, my face. I have a long and lean face. My face is quite thin and it's quite long, and I have these growths across here which are quite pronounced, and so these are features that I'm going to want to try and balance with glasses. So the aim here is balance. I want to balance out my face. I don't want frames that are going to make my face look longer and leaner because it's already long and lean, and I don't want frames that are going to draw attention to here because that's already got a lot of attention because I've got such strong eyebrows. So here's a frame I bought a few years ago, which I thought was a good idea at the time because I saw it on somebody else. It looked good on them, it does not look good on me. Right, so here's the frame. So what's wrong with this frame? Apart from it being huge, but that's not in itself necessarily a problem. The thickest and heaviest part of the frame is right across here, right across my eyebrows. So all your attention is drawn to this already quite strong feature of my face. That doesn't achieve any sense of balance. Also, because my face is quite lean and quite long, This frame being very square chops my face in half and makes my face look even longer and leaner, and my face looks thin and drawn. So your attention is drawn to the least desirable part of my face, and it makes my face look longer and leaner. So it's doing the very opposite of what I want a pair of glasses to do. I want glasses that are going to make my face look less long and lean and draw attention away from my eyebrows, and that is why this frame looks great on me. So the round shape cuts in at the sides like that and doesn't chop my face in half, so it doesn't make my face look long and lean. It actually rounds out my face a wee bit, and it does the opposite of that square frame. The positioning of the hinges with the thickest part of the frame is lower than my eyebrows, so your attention is drawn down and away from my eyebrows, and that's also done by the shape of the frame. So the positioning of the hinges and the shape of the frame draw your eyes down, and actually this is a far better shape of glasses on me, and suits my face much better. So there you go, that's as much as we've got time for today. It's already quite long. Next time I'm going to talk about colour and size, and so tune in for more there.